Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Time to head back. Now let's see. Yes, on the road back home. Evie's got doctor's appointment this afternoon. Probably gonna go somewhere and eat. Good morning, Kelly. Fun packing. I remember packing from Jersey to Florida, renting a U-Haul with a car in the back. Good morning, Haley. And then I remember when I built my second house, packing from there. Thank God it was only right down the road. In a pickup truck with some friends. I put everything in a garbage bag. That's what I wound up doing. Leaving a lot of stuff in Jersey. Trying to put it all in one U-Haul truck. You'd be surprised how much stuff you accumulate. Moving will definitely show you how much stuff you've accumulated. But I put everything in a garbage bag. It was a lot simpler than putting it in boxes. And that was with 4 kids. 4 kids, me and my ex-wife, 6 people. I just can't see putting clothes in a box. Kitchen items, yeah. Living room items, yeah. But all the clothes just went in a garbage bag. Yeah, I'm telling you. You want to know how much stuff you've accumulated? If you have an attic, move, and you will see. Probably some things I probably wouldn't have brought down. I wish I would have left, but yeah, the second time I moved, it was all in a pickup truck with my friend. But like I said, we were only going a block away. I was leaving the subdivision, and the new house that I built was just literally right down the road. But packing, definitely. Definitely will tell you how much stuff you've accumulated. It was like in 93. I moved down here. Came here in 92. My mom had rented a house with my aunt. And it was my aunt and 3 or 4 cousins. It was me, my ex-wife, with my 4 kids, my mom and my dad. She rented a house with a pool in December, and the weather was like today. 60 degrees, 70. And I'm like, and we were swimming in a pool, and I was like, 60 degrees in December, I'm in shorts, can go swimming. And the following year, I had a house built and moved down here and stuff. That's one thing about Florida. You come in the summertime, it might not make you move, but if you come in the wintertime and you've had a winter like we've had winters, It's what makes a lot of people move. I thought of you yesterday in the store. What store was that? The Ollie's? Ole's? Good morning, Gabby. If I missed some of your comments, I apologize. I'm driving. Oh, you thought of Jim yesterday. We've moved. We had 17 years. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Yeah, we got to go shopping ourselves. Our meat freezer is literally down to maybe 5 meats. We got to go shopping ourselves. Now that we go to the butcher and we cut our own meat, we got to go to Plant City. And then Sam's Club, now that I'm finding that Sam's Club, since the meats have gotten a little bit expensive, I just know we got to get macaroni and cheese, I think coffee from there. And then we've been doing a lot of Aldi shopping. But Publix is going to be mad because we don't go to Publix as much. And then we've got hooked on Ollie's. I think a lot of their stuff is a lot cheaper than Walmart. But because of you guys, we've branched out more. And calls mom coming next week to try to get back together with Courtney. Yeah, I mean, we already know they're not together, but Publix is expensive, yes. But Colt, like the difference, Courtney is a type of woman, which I have to give it to her. If someone messes up, she's done with them. And that's not only is that a smart move, it's the most toughest move to be in, because we've all dated and been in relationships where we just keep trying and trying after mess up and after mess up. But she's smart. And he was mad too. He's like, man, she found out, she kicked me out the same day. And Felton's has been a staples. When I moved here in 93, Felton's was really the only meat market back then. Florida really wasn't done up like it is today. And that's in Plant City. It's Felton's. And we went there, and that's where I used to get the meat from. And then, of course, Walmart and on all these other places. So there was no need to go back there. But we're taking ourselves back to Felton's. BB's home making phone calls. Then she has a doctor's appointment. So I got to try to get home. I had my doctor's appointment. She had to make phone calls. She's getting ready to go to class for to do insurance as well, like taxes, to do taxes. So. But Felton's, yeah, we're back right at Felton's, cutting our own meat, ribeyes and everything. And that's a hell of a lot cheaper, because now even Sam's Club, it's even hard to. I'm from another country. I've noticed something interesting. What's that? You guys drive a lot. A space between cars. I mean, I drive with space between cars because I've been in 3 accidents in 2 years. Not my fault. Someone hit us head on, someone hit us from the back, and someone hit me from the side. So when I was younger and I had my little race cars, my little Toyotas that I fixed up for street racing, oh, I would be zigging in and out of this, especially in Jersey. I had 21 points on my license. I had to pay $1,000 a year to keep it. Trust me, I was like that dude right there. I was definitely. But when you get into 3 accidents in 1 year, you start learning. Even when I came down here, I got a lot of tickets, and I went to driving school, and then I was done with the ticket thing. But yeah, Florida is like one of the top states with car accidents. Even I mean, I used to drive fast, but BB's like, "Oh, you drive like an old man now." But I think a lot of that has to do with it. Like when I go across intersections, I think about that accident that I was hit sideways a lot. And then we do have a lot of cameras here too, red light cameras. And then you'll hear this beeping noise. You hear that beep? That's progressive tracking my driving. So I got to be careful on the brakes. But I mean, when you've been into 3 accidents like that, in 2 years, it was like I was in 1 accident, and then the following year, me and BB were in 2 accidents in 1 year. You start changing your driving habits real quick and stuff. We have Webman. It makes me nervous. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying this morning. My sugar was a little bit high because BB bought a box of eggs, them mothball eggs, and I ate the whole bag of eggs. So my sugar went up a little bit into the diabetic and stuff. So I admitted it to the doctor. So I got to bring my sugar level back to the border. But I just if I eat a piece of candy, I just can't stop. I mean, but I just got to go back to, malt balls. Yeah. Those things were those Easter egg malt balls are addicting. They are addicting. I mean, I think BB had 3 of them, and I swallowed the whole bag. But I mean, at least I can admit, it's the candy. And there's times I can go a year or plus without candy. And then I just got to keep an eye on, I went from 12 sugars in my coffee to 1 sugar in my coffee. Yeah, Whoppers. Yeah, you can call them Whoppers. But it's just, the Reese's peanut butter that's what I'm addicted to, is that. I mean, I could buy a case and kill a case in 2 days. But just got to chill out on the candy, that's all. Just a lot of candy. And the crazy thing is there's no kids in the house with the candy. It's me, Did you see that's what I'm saying. You got all that chocolate drizzles that come out during Christmas time. But BB says that's 6 months worth of me eating, and I was pretty bad in the candy department, especially with Halloween, and those are the bad times to be walking around candy. I love Kit Kats and Nestle. Yeah, anything candy. I just feel like I have to eat it all in one shot. I don't have a discipline. Like, McDonald's, I can go without. Ice cream, I probably haven't had it in forever. A lot of things I could just say, screw it, I don't care. I might, but it's that, candy is my Deadpool right there. It's my downfall. And again, I just can't have one. I just think about those Whoppers the other day, but they came in a milk. I mean, if it was the Whoppers or the egg one, because the egg one has like a hard shell, like an M&M, them egg Whoppers, I'm telling you, man. Like I said, I was like, let me get 2, let me get 3. And then next thing you know, the freaking bag was gone. The bag was gone. And that's why I messed up, because it wasn't just the Whoppers. I mean, I did have Reese's. You know, it's just, you know. Pringles. I was thinking. I mean, normally when we have chips at night, it's just a bowl of chips, just to snack on. But it's just chocolate is definitely my kryptonite. And I never used to be that way, I'll be honest with you. I was never really, I mean, I enjoyed eating candy, but I was never that addicted to candy. And it could be because maybe, well, the Reese's eggs are fake. The Reese's eggs are fake. The Reese's peanut butter cup is the real true Reese's right there. My brother and I both like Reese's. Yeah, the peanut butter egg is the fake one. You could definitely taste the difference between the eggs. Anything Reese's makes that's not a peanut butter cup, it's their fake stuff there. They use soy instead of real peanut butter. But the Reese's peanut butter cups, those are true to the thing. But like I said, I was never really like that. I was never like that until I had a Dove candy back in Jersey. And I ate a whole bag. I used to eat those like crazy because they would melt in your mouth. They were so soft. And then I gained who knows how many pounds eating that. And then all of a sudden it was like Sam's Club had cases of Reese's peanut butters for $8. And I think at that point is when I got addicted to the Reese's and stuff like that, because it was so cheap. I was getting a case. And then I went a while without eating candy, and then now it's to the point that if I just buy candy, it's just done. Kind of like hot dogs. If I start eating hot dogs, it's over with. I can't stop eating. I want hot dogs. I can eat hot dogs every day. When I delivered pizza, I was just eating pizza 24. I can eat pizza 24 hours a day. BB gets tired of eating like that. But when I delivered pizza for 10 years, man, it was like pizza every day. 24 hours a day. I used to be hooked on the Reese's peanut butter cups. Costco has Reese's peanut butter cups. Yeah, I've seen all that. I've seen the strawberry stuff, and yeah, I've seen all that. Tasty cakes. Yep, I used to be on, I can't remember the Edamons cake. I used to eat at Petridge Farms frozen cake. I used to be hooked on all that stuff. But just recently, as I gotten older, I just have no control now. Like, I have no control. Once I taste the chocolate, and this, it's like I have to eat it right away. So I'm definitely have to chill out on the chocolate. And then BB goes for her blood work later on today. I usually try to get my sweets when I go out and get coffee. But again, like I said, I went from 12 sugars. What's up, Tanya? I went from 12 sugars to 1 sugar in my coffee cup. So that's a big hell of an improvement. And then you got to be careful because, you know, you start eating stuff that's starchy. That produces sugar too. It doesn't help. BB needs to put BB needs to put a lock on the refrigerator. That's what she needs to do. She needs to put a lock on the refrigerator. Holy hell, 12. Yeah, my whole life when I joined the reserves when I was in the military, I started drinking coffee from that point on in my life. That was like 17, 18 years old. And I was always a 12, because like I said, I love stuff sweet. And I would used to put like 8 to 12 packs of sugar. And my BB would tell you when I met her, she was like, and I would never had diabetes problems or nothing. But I think as you get older, of course, your body, and you don't move around a lot, your body doesn't burn. And that's another thing too, is like I told the lady, you know, it was cold to go out there, so I gained a couple of pounds, but it was cold out there, so it's hard to do stuff outside when it's cold out, you know. But and who is that had to go do something? All right, Poppy, you have a good one. But, you know, in the winter, we don't move as much, too, so that didn't help a lot. Now that the weather's getting better, I've been going out in the backyard more. I was out there yesterday cleaning up some rocks and stuff in the backyard. So now that the weather is getting better, we walked around the park a couple of times where we're starting to get out more, and I've noticed that I'm dropping a couple of pounds. But yeah, I just can't be around candy. I just cannot be around candy, boy. I'm a candy monster. But other than that, it's 73 here. It was a little bit of fog this morning. It's lifted. Space shuttle, the Artemis rocket for the manned moon is on the launch pad, and hopefully for April. Looking forward for that. But it's a beautiful day. You come down here now in Florida, you'd want to stay. This is what makes you want to move down here. And as a matter of fact, there's my lawyer who handled my mine and BB's case for the car accidents. Howell and Thornhill. He handled all my 3 cases. But it ain't fun being in an accident, I can tell you that much. You may get a little bit of money, but all that shit that you go through and the pain that you feel in an accident, it's just not worth it. It was funny because I had always said to myself, is like, if I ever get into an accident, I'm going to sue the hell out of somebody. Because a lot of times if someone hit me, I would be like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. And then after a while, I was like, man. And of course, the first person that hit me was BB when we were dating. She hit me from behind. And I couldn't even sue her. And she literally ate my bumper. And I was like, well, I guess I can't sue someone and retire. January, February, March is usually the good times to go to Disney. There's not a whole hell, well, right now, no, because of spring break, but before spring break, January, February was the perfect time to go to Disney. There's nobody at the parks, Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, Universal. But other than that, it's a beautiful day. I know there's a heat wave over Nevada or somewhere, or Arizona. They're talking about that big heat thing. It's supposed to be coming across the United States. I sure as the hell am not looking for summertime like that. There's been a lot of donut shops I had wanted to go to. That was another thing. I got hooked on Krispy Kreme donuts. Just a lot of stuff. I gotta drop this off real quick. But I remember all this here used to be nothing. Nothing. Is that it? No, that's it right here. Oops. Oh. Here. Here's your camera.
Thank you.
There's nothing wrong. It's just your lighting. It's just your lighting on the inside of the room.
Okay.
That's what's making it glare.
Okay.
The TV rays.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, everything else. You'll see the other pictures I took.
Okay.
But it's that the room is so small and the rays are making that.
Okay.
So you have to take it with the camera off or use a flash.
Okay.
But I took pictures outside. You'll see all the outside. And I even took it into the sunlight.
Okay.
And you're not getting no rays or... I mean, it's a good camera. Now you just got to mess with the settings, read the book, and then mess with your lighting.
Okay.
And that other lens screws on that big lens.
Okay.
And turns it into a macro lens.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that lens doesn't come off. The other lens screws on. So if you want to get close to a flower,
Yeah.
that's what that's for.
Okay.
It makes it wider.
Okay.
It's like a wide angle lens.
All right. Thank you.
All right?
All right.
All
I
righty.
gotta head to go charge the car, so.
Okay, you have
I
a good
appreciate
one
it. Thank
now.
you so much.
Yeah, I had to drop off BB's son's girlfriend her camera that she wanted me to look at. She was having some issues with it. And I guess what was happening was the inside of their place where they live, where they took it, the pictures, the thing was reflecting. All right, hang on. Let me see what we got here. What's your next vacation? Pretty soon you'll spring breakers, snow. Yeah, they'll all be gone. But a lot of people moved here. If you did probably would not be married now, she would clock you. Have you ever been when they filming Edward Scissorhands? The Edward Scissorhand, believe it or not, at the time, I think that was before internet or something. Where I delivered pizza in Dade City was where the castle was, and people used to talk about it. And I didn't put Edward Scissorhand and that together. But when they did do the one and only Ivan, I did drive down because it was the same location as Edward Scissorhand at that Publix. I did drive by there with BB, and we seen them out there filming. But the Edward Scissorhand, like I don't think that the internet was like that, like it is today, and it wasn't really hyped up like then, you know, when that Edward Scissorhands was filming, I really wasn't into all that stuff. I was raising my kids, I was working, I was working like, you know, 6 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. Then my kids had sports. So around that time that was being made, I was more into my kids. Mind you, I got 4 kids. I had 4 different sports: baseball, soccer, softball, football, cheerleading, you know, at the parks, you know, where they had like the little leagues and stuff. So that time that, you know, people were talking about it, but it really, like I said, yeah, my kids had kept me busy at that time in their sports because I wanted them to experience all the sports, soccer. These were all the lot lizards are walking. There might be one right there. That might be a lot lizard. This is Memorial Avenue, and we had a storm here Sunday, and it was bad. Oh, wow. Next vacation, if we do take a vacation, I know she wants to go to New Orleans and Texas. So that's a possibility. But then her uncle has not been feeling good lately. She wants to do that Mackinac Island, which is up there by Michigan. So it's going to be either that way or towards the west. This used to be the biggest thing in Lakeland, this street here. This is where all the prostitutes, when I had to work a day labor, I had to come here, wait online in the middle of the night. This is scary here at night. They cleaned it up a little, but it used to be rough out here. But I know she wants to do Mackinac Island, but now she's doing the taxes, which will take up most of her summer. Go to Michigan. Texas will be hotter than Florida. Yeah, yep, the original crystals that's been here. That was my go-to because they didn't have White Castle at the time. So I used to have to go to Crystals. Used to hang out and street race on this road a lot here. But it's a bad area here, but it's definitely cleaned up. Definitely. But they knocked the mall down. And the old mall. And they want to turn it to a Table house or something. And they're trying to fight it. Oh, there goes BB. BB's in the chat. But they're supposed to be doing a project down this road to clean all this up. This is where all the car dealers. This used to be the main street where all the food places were and everything until they started building up. Maybe must have got a notification. There used to be a lot of truck stops out here this way. They took away a lot of them. But this was a prostitute alley here. these are roads you didn't want to go through. This road was so famous for the shortcut that they put a speed bump because everyone in Lakeland found out about it. Cameraman was talking about how, oh, she knows. She remembers that. That was the first, she was going to work and she was taking me to this buffet place that she said that people like to go to. Yeah. And she was looking at her gas tank. And I had to stop because there was a car in front of me stopping. And she just piled drive right into me. A Ruth buzzing said one ringy dingy. The old slow laughing. Oh, the old show laughing. But today's a day of doctors. I remember there used to be nothing. There used to be no traffic out in this way. I remember when that chicken place was the only thing there before they put the Family Dollar. Usually it's cameraman. I don't know. Jim sent us a Christmas card. I'm gonna have to send him something. Good morning, Crystal. I'm gonna have to send Jim something. Send him some Huff and Puff stuff. We gotta see if Jim sent the Christmas card. Anybody else with an iPad or an iPhone having trouble getting? BB's got the iPhone, so she would know. 73 here, Crystal. No, I didn't. Oh, you're smart, Jim. You are smart. Because just like Kevo, I would send you something too. I know we got a cold front coming, but it's not like a cold, but anytime it gets into the 60s or 50s, they call it a cold front. Yeah, I have an Android. BB has an iPhone for her job. I love taking the back roads, the shortcuts. Reminds me of my pizza delivering days. Well, that's why you got to fill up, Crystal, before you do. The Whataburger ketchup is $1. Oh, wow. Matter of fact, they'll be opening up a Whataburger April 15th. That's real close to us in Wesley Chapel. The one that's opened up now, it's too far. I'm talking about restrooms. Oh, okay. Well, make sure you pee before you go road trip. Make sure you pee. But here in Florida, there's just a lot of gas stations. Hello from Australia. Yeah, we used to follow someone from Australia. His name was Simon. He used to do dumpster diving. We found out he had passed away either last year or the year before. He used to do a lot of dumpster diving. And the funny thing is the traffic coming back is a heck of a lot better than the traffic was going to Bartow. Shows you the difference between morning and evening. Sketchy about those bathrooms, huh? You could do donuts on that. Yeah, you'll see a lot of, on the floor, on the ground, you'll see a lot of donuts at the intersection. Like gas station, I try to avoid a shell. I mean, I hardly use gas station bathrooms unless I'm going on a trip. But even then, I wait till I get to a restaurant. But we might get some rain today. They always claim they're out of order. Because they're tired of cleaning it. They're tired of people going in there and friggin' going crazy in the toilets. I got a Circle K or a truck stop gas station. I want to say, I think my father in Puerto Rico, he caught hepatitis. I think that's what it was, going to a bathroom in Puerto Rico, using the bathrooms over there at the gas stations and restaurant. Oh, wow. Missed those days, 8 inches of snow. Plus the back roads, I like the back roads because there's no lights. There's hardly no lights. Racetrack, yeah, they got good bathrooms. HWY, not no more. Not here anyway, by us. That HWY, that bathroom's so nasty. Yeah, there's lights on the pole here. I think it was where we were going. Yeah, heading back home. I'm almost home anyway from a doctor. Went to my doctor's this morning. But I want to say it's either North Carolina or South Carolina. They ain't got no street lights on their back roads. No street lights on their back roads. But I figure, you know, it was between a 40-minute to an hour drive. I'd take you guys along with me this morning. And then I figured I'd take you the way back home. Keep me company. Especially when it's a far drive. Where me and Baby been thinking about just going live and more as we can. More as we can. We'll probably go live Friday. We're probably going to go to the Gator Park. Yep. I can't believe it's the last week. Let's go see if Julie's package is here at the post office. Let's see if Julie's package made it to the post office here. The one that she sent last year. Alrighty, let's see. Julie, is your package here? Nope, Julie's package didn't arrive yet. I don't have a drive-through. This post office only open Monday through Friday. Oh, you had a nightmare. Which gator park might need? It's in Orlando. Or somewhere out there by Orlando. Made beef stroganoff. Man, we had some kind of turkey sausage and from Publix. And I don't think I'll ever buy that again. That thing really, woo. What I do, Jim says. Jim never does nothing. Send a Christmas card, Jim. Yeah, that P.O. box has post office. There's a little post in there, but post office box is open 24 hours a day. They do have a person there that sells stamps and stuff and sends out packages, but they're only open Monday through Friday. They're not open on Saturday. Like the big post office in Lakeland, that's open Saturdays. But these people, they only work 5 days a week here. It was weird. I can't explain it. I can't explain it if you want. Well, I'm almost near the house, so you better explain it real quick. You better explain it real quick. Ever since I had that seat pack, I always have nightmares. That seat pack gives me nightmares. At least now I've learned to fight my nightmares, that they're not real. But I just hope one day that it's not really happening and I think it's a nightmare. I want to see how this subdivision is doing over here. This is where a cop hit somebody. This used to be a 2-lane highway, and I almost hit that pole right there. He reared me off to that pole. Probably hot dog for lunch. No, maybe Cuban. might have Cuban. I think there's a Cuban place where BB goes by her doctors. I don't know if it stays open or if it's just an afternoon thing. I've been learning that the Facebook reviews are not true reviews, because when I try posting something up in there, they're always like, well, you can't say this, you can't say that. So it just makes me wonder. A lot of these videos, because tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, or I'm editing a video. I'll probably have it out either tomorrow or the next day, but I promise you, this place was, Facebook reviewed it. It's a 4.5, and that place was a dump. I mean, the gravy looked like pudding. But when I tried to put that in there, they were telling me not to do it. It was about a man that set himself on fire. Damn. But it makes me wonder if the restaurants, maybe they pay them. If you watch Brendan Taylor, he goes to restaurants in Florida, Tennessee. But nice, a crunchy bread. But I think this place here, I think this Facebook page, they only want you to put positive stuff no matter. Because I even put in the picture says it all. And they were like, no, you can't say that. It was like holding my thing, like they got to approve everything. And basically what the lady was telling me was like, well, you can't say this. You can't compare it to other restaurants. You can't put no negative experience there. So what's the sense of having a review Facebook page if I'm not talking about like I would have put something there nasty, but when I put the picture up, I was like, the picture says it all. I'm not recommending this place, but it was a place I went to, and it was like, you can't say that. I mean, so if you can't say that, tells me that Facebook page, they know the restaurants, and maybe the restaurants think, purchase a Febreze plug-in tropical. That'll give you nightmares. They went to a restaurant and go kick out for film. Well, some people will do that. This is where the 200 to 400 houses are coming. And they do have houses built. This used to be a farmland, underwater swamp. And look at it now. I see a lot of houses, but I don't see people in them. But this used to be a swampland. Yeah, so these houses are all going to be done at the same time. Oh, wow. And they're going to have a future pool here. I don't know why, when it's a swampland. But look at this subdivision city in a swampland. And they are building them all at once. So that's a lot of houses that are sold here. That's a lot of people that are going to be moving here. And each section is built by a different builder. And their tropical blend scent was way off. Yeah. You're right, Kelly. They sure do have nails on the ground. But no one's moved in yet. But the houses... And it goes way back there. It goes way to hell back there, man. Way back there. It goes to the border of the next county. That's the crazy shit. And there is only one way in and one way out. So if you live back here, it's going to take you 10 minutes added time just to get out of your own subdivision. I see they got a lot of ports bodies. Yeah, because it's three manufacturers housing people. And these will all be houses soon. And this used to be swampland. They build this dirt up here. In a rainy day, this would be underwater. But it looks like everyone that's going to move in here is literally probably going to move in all at the same time. Your subdivision's near a prison. But this will probably be a private gated one because they're going to have a pool here too. So you already know their subdivision fees are going to be expensive. And I can already see some bad stuff about these. That's going to crack. Yeah, some of these say they all say sold. But and they got a lot of orange things. Those are dumpsters. Those are all garbage dumpsters, but all these people will be moving in at the same time. This is going to be, well, there's a rider. No, that's for refrigerators. But so far, no one has lived in the houses yet. So they might have one big grand opening. And this is over 200 houses back here on this itty bitty road. Just think, over 200 houses. Some people can at least 2 cars per family. Not like China. China will let you have 1 car per household. So you figure anyone can have 2 to 3 cars to 4 cars in a family coming out of this one subdivision. Where are they? Yeah. Their mailboxes are in the center. It's a square box that all the is in. And a lot of bikes, yeah. Yeah, they have a one-play area where they have all mailboxes. Subdivisions this big, you ain't getting a mail carrier to give you a mail to your house. Other than Amazon. Will be delivered to your house. But all this during the hurricane was underwater. All of it, you can even still see some water. When they go to the store, so they better stock up. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're way back there, from the back of that subdivision to the front, that's at least a good 5-10 minute drive added on to your time if you have to go somewhere. So you're driving in your neighborhood an extra 5 to 10. So when someone says where you at, I'm right down the road. You still got to go through the subdivision. But all this used to be swamps and orange groves. And now it's nothing but subdivisions. I hate to see. And just think, they're all right. They're all going to be going to that little Publix that me and BB go to. They might build another one. All right, you have a good one. I'm almost home anyway, guys. Good morning. It's pouring rain. Well, we need rain. We definitely need rain by us. Yeah, all this used to be orange groves to the left. When I moved here, there was nothing out here. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you all have a good day. I'm head home, relax, and then me and BB will be going to the doctor. Or she's going to be going to the doctor for her blood work. Let's see how much sugar she has when it's all said and done. Or Walmart's crazy as it is, but they'll be building more. So until the next one, guys, take care. We'll see you on the next live. And have a good one.